Well, hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading for October 2024. Let's have a little look at what your theme card is for October, and then we'll chuck some tarot cards out after that. Okay, strategy. Okay, Gemini, it's time for you to make a plan. Basically, the strategy card is it's time for you to get out your journal and your pen and start writing out what you want your life to look like in the years ahead, and how are you going to achieve that? Like, what's your strategy moving forward? So you might have an idea about what you want it to look like in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, but what are you doing? Are you doing anything to get there, or are you just hoping that's where you're going to end up? So this card is telling you that it's time for you to make a plan about what steps you need to get to. What are the small steps? Instead of thinking about the big step, the end goal, think about all the steps you need to take in order to make that goal a reality. So let's put some tarot cards out now and get some more information about all of that for Gemini. Okay. So the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers are the first two out. Ooh. So we are needing a strategy around relationships. Interesting. A long-term relationship of some kind needs a strategy around it. Okay. So I'm looking at this and okay. Awkward. I'm getting a bit awkward here. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking there's a long-term relationship of some kind where things are going to change. I've got the Hanged Man coming in over the top of it, and the Justice card coming in over the top of it, and then the Hermit down here as well. So I feel that this could be a relationship that you need to figure out how to finish it, how to change it. What can you do to change this relationship? Do you want it in your life moving forward, or don't you? The burning question is, do you or don't you? It could go either way. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing change needs to happen in some relationship in your life. The Justice card suggests to me that there's something going on that you feel is unfair in this relationship. So maybe you're thinking, this just isn't right. You aren't treating me right, and something is not, our relationship doesn't work anymore. So if you have thoughts and feelings, Gemini, about a relationship around you, and you think, am I making this up? Like, am I being too sensitive? Am I kind of being ridiculous in thinking these things that I'm thinking about this relationship? Am I going crazy? No. The cards are saying, no, you're not. They absolutely agree with the way you're thinking. So that you're thinking that it could be you, it actually isn't you, it's them. So I don't know if that makes you feel better, but it would if it was me, knowing that the cards, Spirit actually agrees that something unfair is going on in your life, and it's to do with relationships. It could be family, friends, husband, wife, it could be anything. Okay, I'm kind of on the fence here about what to do about it, because I think that there's a big feeling here where you don't want to be on your own, you don't want to go through the changes, and you're quite overwhelmed and you're quite stressed out, Gemini. Like, I've got some cards down here that show me that you are in a relationship, or this relationship makes you feel isolated and lonely. And it also makes you feel overwhelmed and stressed. So the strategy card, the very first card out, what are we going to do about it? How are we going to solve this problem? So remember when I said first, what's the long-term goal of this? And what are the small steps you need to take to get to that end goal that you have in your mind? Now, Gemini, there could be two things you're thinking here. How do I save this relationship, and how do I get to the point where I save this relationship? The other one is, how do I end this relationship, and how am I going to get to the point where I'm at peace after the end of this relationship? So I've kind of got two things going on here. I don't feel like I need to say one way or another whether this needs to end. This is your decision to make. Oftentimes I get a very clear picture of what I feel this relationship should be to you, whether it's something that should stay or go, but this one's not really giving me one or the other. It just tells me that there are injustices going around you that need to be addressed, okay? So you address them and try and work it out, or you say, put in boundaries. That is not happening again. Boundaries are in place now, and unfortunately I'm withdrawing myself from this relationship altogether, and we're not going to be seeing each other anymore. Pretty full on, isn't it, Gemini? It's a big October for you when it comes to relationships and trying to figure out what you're going to do with these relationships moving forward. You need a strategy. I see why the strategy card has come out now, to be honest. And the fact that you're so stressed out and overwhelmed, you're not going to make real good decisions while you're in that headspace either. So yeah, it's a hard one. It is a hard one. Okay. Justice again. Oh my goodness. Justice again. So if you are going through anything where there is actual legal matters underway, because we need to find the balance, and the Justice card does find balance, and it will come out in your favour. And once it does come out in your favour, whatever is going on, then you can ride off into the sunset and conquer the world in the chariot. So whether that's together or apart, that is where that goes. It's really, I'm so on the fence about this, Gemini. For you to make a decision about whether this relationship stays or goes, you're really going to have to think about what is best for you. Don't think about everybody else and what they want. I want you to think about what you want. Where's that place that you're going to find peace? Is it inside this relationship or without it and letting it go? Big cards. I do know that during October you are going to figure this out, and you are either going to walk away or you are going to stay and figure shit out, basically. These are big decisions. Either way, I've got the Chariot there, so I'm kind of pretty happy that I've got that showing me that there is light at the end of this tunnel, that there's victories for you and everything will actually be okay. Okay. Reclaim your body. So what's going on with your body? Are you starting to feel sick and worn out and tired? Are you having symptoms of something going on? If there is something going on with you, and I wouldn't be surprised looking at the cards I've got here. I've got you stressed and overwhelmed already. So why would that manifest physically in your body? Of course it's going to. So reclaiming your physical body, taking yourself into yourself again. I'm not sure if that made sense. But it's putting your self-care at the top of the list and reclaiming yourself instead of people taking bits and pieces from you all the time. This person's taking this person's taking that. You're trying to keep this person happy or that person happy, and you're not keeping yourself happy. So it's about taking your power back and realizing that you have to keep yourself happy first. Gemini, it's really, really important. And then the other card here, which is Earth and grounding. This is about calming your mind down, grounding your body. Finding that these are all things to do with the physical body and your mind. So finding your power, your strength within yourself. And to do that, you have to ground. You have to reclaim your own power and find peace in your own body. Meditations. Grounding can be something as simple as going outside and laying on the grass. Okay? So you're laying on the grass. The earth is going to lift your vibration up to the Schumann resonance, which is at 7.83 hertz, and you're going to feel much more relaxed. You can do that for 5 minutes and you will notice a difference. Trust me, you will notice a difference. But you're not going to be running out to the grass in the middle of the night, okay? So we've got to get things going a bit more than that. They're things that you can do. You can also have an Epsom salt bath. You can also try some meditations. Okay, so this fell out. Anchor, keep yourself grounded. Okay, you must be all over the place, Gemini, for me to keep getting grounding and anchor and things like that. So keeping yourself attached, dropping your anchor and feeling like I'm going to sit here and figure all this shit out. I'm going to make a strategy moving forward instead of just floating around like a piece of flotsam and jetsam. You're going to find some space to figure out what you want and why and what's best for you, Gemini. Chance, allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. Okay, so leaving yourself open to other things coming into your life. You're so caught up in this situation. Are you looking at other things as well, knowing that the universe does have plans for you, and maybe it's time for you to take a chance. Take some chances for some new beginnings. Get the strategy in place and see what's going to come in after that. Ground yourself and then take a chance on a different way of living your life, and then it might all just come out just the way you want it. But Gemini, you've got a big decision to make in October, and it's got to do with relationships and whether you're staying or whether you're going. Either way, whatever you decide to do, I can't say, oh my God, don't do this or don't do that, because it won't work out. Both ways require a strategy moving forward to make it work. And it will work out. You just have to work out what is the best thing for you and you alone. Not what's best for everybody else, what's right for you, Gemini, and you'll get there. So that is October for you, Gemini. Some big, deep thinking for you to do. If you like this, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I'm also taking one-on-one reading bookings. The link will be listed below. So thanks, Gemini, for listening, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.